Hello Space Engineers, welcome back to Hephaestus Prime, Wellington 6012 here. How's everybody doing today on this very nice Hephaestus Prime morning? Especially here we are, the fighter base that's looking a little worse for wear now, started to take a few chunks out of it. So we will get straight into it, well, relatively speaking, because we've already been going a little while, so you've already seen me make some cuts and salvaging and whatnot. So first of all, just before we get into what we're doing today, I will give you a little bit of an update, but even before I do that, what I'm going to do is grind this down and...
Inventory full.
Yes, I know my inventory's full.
Inventory
and
full.
Then grind it back up just so we can connect this to the base and hopefully suck out any power that there might just happen to be left in there. So let us just put this on recharge, and I have got the reactors there, but yeah, we may as well use the facilities while we have them. So what did I get up to? So when you left me last time, I think I was just finishing off grinding down this base, and I took a load back to Fort Rutherford. And yeah, I've since then I came back once that evening and put sorry, I'm just looking for an empty container here. There's one. I put some more of the other stuff in. So I'll tell you what I did once I just put these in here. Now this morning I have grabbed some power cells and I'm salvaging everything else from here. And I just did bring a little bit of extra iron with me as well. So yeah, last time you remember me talking about the lag that I was experiencing. It did dawn on me afterwards, so if anybody's got any comments or something, then that's probably, it was not unknown to them, but it was to me. I suspect that it was the damage caused to these blocks here that was causing the lag. So once I ground down, so I'm sort of manually ground down all the well, obviously except this one in front of me. That really seemed to help quite a bit, so getting rid of those block damages, and then I sort of finished it off. So that's gone back for another load, and then this morning I've come down and got rid of some of the nice meaty things with lots of different components and doors and stuff, so and of course some steel plate. So I'm just thinking before I go, I might actually get the doors and stuff off this end, because I still have got a bit of capacity in there, and I just need to clean up the stuff that's on the ground. So I'll head down there and I'll grab those big windows as well, I think. Yes, so goal for today is up on that peak up there. At least I think it's that peak. I want to build a little observation post. So I was thinking about doing this a little bit later on, but now that taking the fighter base and I've got all this stuff here, it kind of makes sense to do it today. So rather than grind down all this stuff, take it all the way back to Fort Rutherford, just to come out here again and take it all up the top. So since we're here, we may as well do it today, and I'll tell you why I'm sort of doing it when we get up there. But it is just a nice view up there, and I quite like doing these little remote bases. Is that the sort of last... Oh no, there's a few more pieces over there. Yeah, so I do quite like doing those sort of remote bases. I'm sure there was something in there. No? Okay. As I say, this is something that would probably be a bit later, but it makes sense now. So what I'll do is I'm just going to finish off grinding down some stuff. I'll wait for this to recharge a bit. I'll just check my batteries. And yeah, next time you see me, I should be up on top of the hill. Alrighty, so here we are on the summit of Mount Roebling. Now, this is not where I'm going to build the observation outpost. This is the summit of the mountain that it's on. I'm doing it a little bit lower down because I do want a lower altitude and be amongst the trees, and there's also some magnesium, but more on that soon. Mount Roebling, so named after Emily Roebling. So that was the wife of Washington Roebling. Now, Washington was the engineer that built the Brooklyn Bridge. Well, started it. He succumbed to the bends, caisson's disease, because there was a lot of very high pressure that they didn't know about when they were building the supports for the Brooklyn Bridge. And yeah, when he died, his wife, or when he was very sick actually, I'm not sure if he actually died, but he was very ill, and his wife Emily took over the build, which was, back in that time, was quite a feat for a woman. So certainly a very interesting story from a women's suffrage, women's rights point of view. Yeah, a real icon in women's history, that's for sure. So this is the peak where we are going to be building our outpost, and as I said before, it's got a really good view up here, and also we do have some magnesium. So even though I don't need magnesium, this is where basically my magnesium mine's going to be if I find out later that I do need some. So I probably will be overdoing it quite a bit. Yeah, because I will put in a refinery and stuff. Don't need to, but I think I will. So you can see the staining there, and we'll just see if we can't get some of these. Yeah, need to turn on my signals again. So there we go, magnesium and silicon. So good to know it's here. I'm going to set up the production facilities here, refining facilities I should say, just in case I do need to get some later on. Right, let us get some bits and pieces. So first thing I'm going to do is build a platform. So similar platform to that that's up at the communications hub. So we'll get some steel. Now I'll just work through that and sort of place it down, and then we're going to head off underneath, underneath, and carve out a little bit of a cavern, sort of underneath here, basically, underneath the landing pad, and that'll give me some production facilities for here, building this. And yeah, and then ongoing, once I'm finished here, again, if I need to do that magnesium, I could just, if I did need magnesium, come up here and just come up with the centipede with some big storage and take the ore back. But as I say, I figure may as well just have a bit of a play. So this really is just a bit of fun today, this build. So yeah, it will be overboard, but never mind. So let's get into it. What I'll do is, this is going to take a little while, so, and you've seen me dig out holes and put in production facilities and stuff, so we might do the sped up thingy, and then yeah, see how we go, because this is going to take a little while to lay it out. Stand by. Alright, so welcome back. I'll just go through what I've done and what I'm going to do, and then I'm probably going to switch the camera off and do it, which will make sense in a minute. So there is our temporary power supply, our wind turbine. So what I'm thinking is I'm not going to put wind turbines up here. I'm actually going to put in a solar array. So I'll put that down here, similar to Mount Edison. So I have got the 2 batteries in here, which I'm hardly ever going to be up here, so I reckon that the solar will just tick away as long as I put enough in, and it'll charge those batteries up. So the times that I are here, that's not very good England. The times that I am here, I should have more than enough battery capacity to do what I need to do. And yeah, the snow has started again. It did clear up for a little while, but yeah, it's going again now. Anyway, what I will do is I am going to weld up this deck, this platform, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the iron for the fighter base, which is down there. So before the sun goes down, which it's not far away, I am going to take a trip or 2 down there, and yeah, as I say, I'll turn the camera off and do that. So let's just have a quick look down under here. So got the walkway underneath into the sort of relative dry. And yeah, this is our sort of facility. Now, as much as I said this was overkill, this is also kind of a bit of a test run, because this will be pretty similar to what we do on the moon. So yeah, a little bit of a trial run. So I've put this big cargo container in here. I thought just we'll go with the one big one rather than lots of small ones. And I've transferred everything into here. Now, I did have to make a quick jetpack run down to Fort Rutherford, which is 18 k's away, something like that. Just to get a couple of 3 medical components, so that's enough for a medical survival kit, and also some metal grids, because I needed some for this container actually. So yes, there's our batteries, and yeah, big, whoops, wrong button, big refinery here, so that's able to do the magnesium if we choose to do through it. It's just had a little bit of stone go through it. And I've got a pair of, I think those are yield modules, so we get more out of it, and 2 power saving modules. The assembler here has just the power saving modules on it, so nothing's sped up here because, yeah, it's more about power saving, I think. Yes, so over in this direction, it's not an accident, I haven't missed out a rail here. I will be putting in the tunnel over there, so as I say, I'm going to do that off camera as well. So we just come back up here, so we are we're sort of in here somewhere, so we're going to have to go across and up through here. And yeah, this is where I kind of want to make, probably on that empty patch there actually, make a bit of a tower, and then the observation sort of area is going to be at this level here. That is the plan. So what I'm going to do is, you have seen me dig tunnels and they're not fun to watch digging. So I'll be putting the tunnel in, and I'll probably get a stairway sort of up here. As I say, I'm not going to do it on camera, I'll just plod through it, and yeah, so hopefully we get enough time up our sleeves that we can actually work on this observation post. So I shall see you back in a little while. Might even be the morning at this rate. Yeah. Alright, we'll see you when we see you. Sorry, not drunk. Just struggling with buttons. Good morning. Today is a new day. Also a new day here on Hephaestus Prime. So I did a couple more trips in the centipede before the sun went down here last night. Not real here, but Hephaestus Prime here. And yeah, I'm making a pretty big dent in this fighter base. So I've just come back down again to do another trip now the sun's come up. And I did take a very quick run over to Fort Rutherford to get some metal grids, because I've run out of those. So let us get another load of this, and we'll head up the top, and I'll show you what I've done. Just get this going again. Need the power. Right, that connector's just a bit too magnety for liftoff. Alright, so we'll just have a little bit of a look around at what I've done. Those metal grids will come in rather useful. So we will start off, actually we'll start off over here. So I did say that I was going to put in a solar array. I haven't put in a solar array, I have put in turbines. I ran out of power. And I've actually got the batteries on recharge, so this is sort of powering the refinery and stuff, and it's barely topping up the batteries. So yes, I don't think solar's going to cut it. Now these metal grids should be enough to finish off that and that. Well, sort of. Anyway, put some turrets in here, so that's all good, and an antenna as well, which I've got that set to 19Ks because that's how far away the communications hub is over there on Mount Rutherford. Right, we will come inside here. Automatic doors, woohoo. And actually, I was just about to say, I haven't really done anything in here, but I have. So, done a little bit of mining, and you can see that, oh, is that actually, is that something else? Is that silicon in there? Or is that just a funny coloured rock? I think it's just a funny coloured rock. I digress. So, yes, we have a collector down there, so that we can just grind away all the magnesium. And I haven't put a lot in there. Even though there's quite a big void in here, I destroyed the material rather than actually mine it. So I haven't got huge, great swathes of ingots in the refinery. Let's get rid of that. Right, but this is what's taken most of the time. So here we have our access tunnel up to where we're going to put in the actual outpost itself. Walking. Maybe I should run. And here we have another Gatling gun, which is now complete. Awesome. So that's, oh, I suppose you won't have a look at it. So this on the other side here, so out on the side of the cliff. Yes. So that'll give me a little bit of protection from my all imaginary foes. And it took a while, it's a very long way in here. Then here we have our stairwell. Look at that, eh? Ooh. So yes, this took quite a bit of time to dig out. Sort of hand mined everything. And just to get the better quality of finish. And there we go. So there is where we are up to at the moment. So now we'll sort of move on to the main part of the build. Just got a little bit of a interface type bit here that'll put some blocks in. Just that nice concrete finish again. So this thing's going to be pretty much up on stilts almost. So these corner pieces, if I can get them the right way around, will continue skyward. And yeah, just with these angle blocks, these half blocks. Now that we've got the half blocks, that might look quite nice up the edge. So yeah, I'll just continue with that. Now I am actually going to keep pushing on and sort of rushing through this almost to fit it into one episode, because this whole build today is really just me having a bit of fun. So I have been quite conscious not to, I guess, anticipate what the camera is going to see, like I sort of normally do. I normally have a bit of a plan to what I'm doing. Today is just a bit of fun. The whole narrative of Hephaestus Prime, this particular build is not really required. So it is a little bit of a surplus to requirements today. And yeah, I'm just having a bit of fun. Just having a bit of fun. So what we'll do is I'm just going to continue to weld these up. And then I'll work on the sort of main level. I'm going to do speed up thingy. And yeah, I'll come back with the final product. And I'll actually finally tell you what the whole point of today is. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. Just need to tidy up some of these little snowy bits. But yes, let's have a decent montage. And hopefully, I'll come back with the finished product. Alrighty, welcome back on a rather miserable night. The weather has turned. In fact, the whole time I've been up here, it's been snowing and raining and fine, and snowing and raining and fine. But we will get inside into the warmth. But speaking of the warmth, something that I did over at Mount Rutherford when I was putting in the communications hub over there, I used an oxygen tank and some O2 generators and stuff to make sure they had a nice warm, dry, breathable environment, because I was under the false impression that these vents worked the same as my helmet, which in low oxygen, like we are at the moment, I can open my visor and breathe, but it's not enough to actually recharge my onboard oxygen. That is not the case with these, as was pointed out to me in the comments by Listerman69, one of my regular viewers. Thank you, Listerman. And yes, if you put it on depressurize, it will get oxygen, it'll fill up tanks, it'll keep the environment great if your outside is low oxygen, so that is good. Here is our accommodation. Before we go inside, we'll just show you this. Nice big, well, nice little space with a nice big window on the outside. And yeah, this whole thing has come out a lot bigger than what I was intending. This was only meant to be quite small, which, but yeah, I sort of got a bit carried away. But that's all good. The whole point of today was just to have a bit of fun, really. I wanted to focus more on the build than the video, so hopefully the edit it all makes sense with how I clip it all together and all the gaps that I'll have from the lack of recorded video. Inside, so got a little bit of an airlock there. I haven't got any sensors on there to automatically operate it because I couldn't really find anywhere to put them. There is a timer which is actually right there in front of me, which will shut the doors by themselves after every 10 seconds. Just go and have a look in the accommodation here. So a couple of beds, toilet, bathroom in there, so pretty stock standard, but I think a pretty good use of space. Now, just about every single thing that you see on the space, I've moved about 2 or 3 times, as is my way. We'll come up here, and what I haven't moved 2 or 3 times is this survival kit, because I almost forgot it. I went to the effort of getting those medical things, and yeah, anyway, so there's a good a spot as any for it. And here's our main sort of area, which, yeah, pretty happy with it really, so that's come up alright, and yeah. Happy with it. What more can I say? Now, as I say, I probably won't actually be coming up here again. So, yeah, such is life. Unless I need to get magnesium or something. As I say, this has been an absolute overkill, this space. I didn't need to put in the effort that I put into it. We are so close to Fort Rutherford as well, so... but the view is... well, it's not here because it's night time, but this is sort of why I wanted to come up here. Down that way is the South Pole, and something that I want to do probably when I come back from the moon. So we're not far from heading to the moon, people. I'm going to start preparing for that in the next few episodes, and then we'll head up there. We'll probably be up there doing a decent sized base, similar to this, but probably a bit bigger, and that will be my platinum mine. So we'll be spending a bit of time up there, and when I get back, I figure that I'll want to refresh myself with Hephaestus Prime and the Terran planet. What I want to do is a little bit of a side mission, build a vehicle like something a bit bigger than the Explorer buggy, but smaller than the Beast. So some sort of small grid Winnebago, and just go for a drive down the South Pole. So. That's what I want to do there, and yeah, so that will be a bit of side mission, a bit of fun, nothing else. So yeah, that's where we're at today. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you did enjoy it. I certainly did have a bit of fun over what's been the past couple of days building this thing for me, and yeah, hopefully it all makes sense when I put it together in the edit. So yeah, once again, thanks everybody for watching. Stay safe out there, everybody. Have a good one.